increased appetite, which lead to dehydration and may worsen kidney problems. We're committed to helping ensure Trulicity is available and affordable. Learn more at Trulicity.com.
And this series, an elite team of ex-Special Forces soldiers is putting 25 civilians through the
Great programming from Outside Television resumes at 9:30 this morning. But right now, stay tuned for White Mountains Today, live from North Conway.
Hello, good morning, and welcome to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. And it is a fine Sunday morning, July 19th. We are past the halfway point in July already. And a nice day outside there, very warm already. And you can see some haze there in the distance looking at Conway. And Rob Clark here with you on this Sunday morning. So good to see you once again here on Outside TV in White Mountains Today. And thanks for joining us. And that's the show. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Got a lot of stuff coming up on the program today, as a matter of fact. And, well, first off, let's say good morning to Hans and Chris. Good morning, Hans and Chris. How are we this morning?
Doing great.
You need like the camera shows the side of that console. You need to put like a fun sticker or like change the sticker every day.
Chris is on it.
Chris is on it,
Stick a sticker there.
A smiley face.
You see his nice Sharknado shirt.
Or just like a Duncan
Oh,
promo.
he's just going to dismantle the
He's
whole
gonna
thing.
just take the whole thing apart, yeah. There we go. Well, as they're working steadily in the other room, we will be letting you know what's happening in the Mount Washington Valley and in the White Mountains. So coming up on today, it is time once again for the Dole 3 Miler. So Chris did an interview with 92-year-old George Dole, Freiburg native, who was in the 1954 race in which the first sub-4-minute mile was run. His memories from the world-famous event, plus details on the local running fundraiser event named in his honor. Always a great interview. He's been here a bunch of years, and he's so much fun to chat with, both about what happened in 1954, but also what he's doing now. And he's a runner. He is still running. Also, Great Glen Trails and the Mount Washington Auto Road. We're going to chat with Nate Harvey about summertime activities, including mountain biking, kayaking, and trips to the summit of Mount Washington. Plus, of course, we'll keep you up to date on weather, news and events, and watch and win. We have a $25 gift card to the Shovel Handle Pub, which somebody is going to walk away with today. We're going to have some watch and win questions, and then we will take down your name. And then it's going to arrive in your mailbox. We have this thing called the United States Postal Service, believe it or not, and they will bring it to you. You don't have to come get it. We will bring it to you. I know. It's hard to believe that. Does anybody even use the mail anymore? I tell you, it's not that much, but I love the mail. Love going to the mail. Always liked it as a kid, watch for the mailman. Hopefully, there was something in the mailbox for me. Maybe a letter. Maybe something I sent away for.
Good old days. You still waiting for?
I'm still waiting for some stuff I sent away for.
Yeah,
so,
when it was 6 to 8 weeks for everything that came along.
That's right, from Battle Creek, Michigan.
When you order from the back of from a cartoon catalog, and it was like 6 to 8 weeks. You order in June, it would be like school.
Yeah.
Did you ever do chain letters, Rob?
Oh yeah.
Or pen pals?
Oh boy.
I never had a pen pal. I did some chain letters, and they always scared me. I would get them, and then
Scared
they
you.
scare me. Chain letters. Aren't those the ones that if you don't answer like within a day, then your hair will fall out? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Chris?
So your entire family's murdered. One of those two.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
boy.
being nice, Chris. Wow.
Yes, that was the origin of ISIS back in the days.
Good old days.
They started with chain letters.
Yeah.
Everything moved very glacially.
Their intimidation tactics changed as they developed.
Yeah.
Got a little bit more sophisticated than the chain letter, but the chain letter is where it all started.
Yeah. I love getting stuff in the mail. You know, it was always fun. It was always fun. You know, I'd send away for stuff from Kool-Aid, you know, and I got, you know, drinkware and stickers and stuff like that.
Were you the little boy in the Christmas Story waiting for his little Orphan Annie Ovaltine decoder ring?
Oh my God, absolutely.
It wasn't little Orphan Annie though, was it?
No, no, it actually was.
Was
I think,
it?
wasn't it?
I feel like it was.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, it was.
I don't know why that would make sense.
I mean, not that I sent away for anything from Ovaltine, but oh yeah, I sent away for stuff. You know, collected box tops. You know, from, you know, of course, back then you used to get something in your cereal. You know, you got a prize in your cereal.
That is true. They don't do that anymore.
They don't do that anymore.
Well,
Do they even do that in Cracker Jack?
You didn't crack it, and then you know it'd always be like, you know, somebody opens up and puts their whole arm down inside the cereal box, you know, looking for it. Now they put it on top of the bag. Used to be in the bag. Used to reach in there.
My kids literally have no incentive to eat cereal
I know.
anymore.
And then sometimes you'd be like, no, you can't get the prize early. You have to, you know, it has to come out in your cereal.
Yep.
All right.
So
all right.
somewhere there's a viewer saying like, okay, we saw this thing to watch this TV station for local info.
That's right.
All I know right now is that
Rob puts his hand in cereals, you know,
Yeah.
elbow deep.
Well, we're lamenting the virtues of patience, which is what we learned back in the day.
Right.
Boy, patience. We were slugs. All right, we got some weather on tap.
All right, well, let's talk about that weather, shall we?
All right.
And see what is happening in the weather forecast. Look at it, it even said weather forecast right there. And that's our nice shot of Conway right now. 68 degrees right now down in Conway. So it's definitely a warm morning. Already starting off with about 90% humidity, but you know, calm winds down there. But you can see the haze of Mount Washington this morning. And there is our precipitation map. Not much activity going on here, little bits here and there over New England. I like New England. I like the look of New England. And a whole bunch of letters over the western part of the country, and not as many letters over us, because much warmer weather is going to arrive today. A heat will peak on Sunday, but lingers into Monday for some areas. A cold front will arrive from the northwest on Monday, which may provide a few thunderstorms and eventually bring some relief from the heat. And you can just see there a lot of stuff going on, you know, extreme high temperatures throughout 90% of the country this weekend. So, but that will be dissipating as we move along. So today it looks like it's going to be partly sunny, hot, with highs in the lower 90s. Southwest winds 10 to 15 miles per hour, and a temperature about 92 degrees. So they're in the lower 90s, and humid. Not as bad as last Sunday. Last Sunday was a muggy day. Partly cloudy tonight, humid with lows in the upper 60s, southwest winds 10 to 15. Heat index values in the lower 90s early in the evening. So it is going to stay warm all throughout the day and into the evening, and then cool off a little bit for you. Then on Monday, partly sunny, warm with highs in the upper 80s, west winds around 10 miles per hour. And then on Monday night, mostly clear, lows around 60, so definitely cooler, west winds around 10, becoming light and variable. And moving on to Tuesday, it looks like Tuesday is going to be mostly sunny, highs in the upper 70s with light and variable winds. And then Wednesday, mostly cloudy, chance of showers in the afternoon, highs in the upper 70s. Chance of rain, 50% there on Wednesday, a little bit of rain, and then change it back on Thursday. And up there on the summit of Mount Washington, they're looking a little bit like this. Mostly in the clear under partly cloudy skies, becoming mostly sunny during the day today. Highs will be in the mid-60s. You say mid-60s, that's pretty warm for the summit of Mount Washington. Winds will be coming out of the west, 30 to 45. They could get some gusts up to 60 miles per hour later on in the day. So they will be, they'll be, you know, in the clear. And already some people out there this morning. I imagine. I don't know. I have no guess who that might be. Whether they're you know, an EduTrip or it looks like an interview right there in the front. So yeah, pretty cool. And some views up there on the summit on the rock pile this morning, and a nice shot from Wildcat Mountain. How tall is Wildcat Mountain? Anybody know? Anybody can tell me how tall Wildcat Mountain is?
A little more than 4,000.
Go back to the picture, boys. Look there.
Well, that's Mount Washington.
4,062 feet.
Oh, yeah.
See the sign?
Well, yeah, you're right. You were looking at Mount Washington there.
Oh, I know that,
But
Wildcat.
4,062 feet. The question is, however, this is the top of Wildcat ski area. The actual summit of Wildcat, I'm looking at Chris back here, I think it's a little bit higher than that.
Really?
There's
4 peaks to the Wildcat, I think. A, B, C, and D, right?
Yeah. I'm not sure. That might be the height of that picnic table.
Yeah, that's a really big picnic table.
Yeah.
Used a lot of wood for that picnic table. So let's think about it this way, gentlemen, that Mount Washington is 2,800 feet taller than right there. That's amazing to think about. That's a mountain in itself.
Yep.
On top of the mountain.
Yep.
I know. These are the things that I think about late at night. So, all right.
Here we roll. We got some ads for you.
Here we go. All right. We'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
This is family dining, fine dining, international seafood steak. This is independently owned, right here and only right here. It's live music, a margarita, a martini, a local brew. It's fresh from the sea and farm to table. This is a Valley Original restaurant. Look for this flag over 20 of the Mount Washington Valley's best independently owned restaurants, or browse restaurants right now at thevalleyoriginals.com.
At the base of Mount Washington, you'll discover the magnificent setting of Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. Bring your own bike or rent one. Walk or hike on our scenic trail system with amazing views of the Presidential Mountain Range. Enjoy a guided kayak trip along the scenic lakes and rivers of northern New Hampshire with opportunities for wildlife viewing. Relax with breakfast or lunch at the Glenview Cafe and shop for the latest tax-free clothing, outdoor gear, and gifts at Great Glen Outfitters. Visit Great Glen Trails, Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire.
Get your brake service at North Conway Midas in the month of July, and North Conway Midas will donate 10% of proceeds to Jen's Friends Cancer Foundation. Thankful for the overwhelming community support they received during Kelly's recent battle with breast cancer, owners Ron and Kelly Monroe are returning the favor. During the Break for Breast campaign at North Conway Midas, get great brake work and support a great cause. North Conway Midas is donating 10% to Jen's Friends, who supports those battling cancer in the Mount Washington Valley.
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning? Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome to Woodstock Inn Brewery, an 11-time Best of New Hampshire winner. It's no wonder so many people come to play and plan to stay. Enjoy the cozy yet adventurous menu of our top-rated restaurant set inside an authentic 1890s train station, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner with indoor and seasonal outdoor dining options, a garden patio, the Dam Bar, made from real beaver-felled logs, live music, entertainment, and more. Brewery tours are offered daily. Sample our classics like Pig's Ear Brown Ale, 4,000-footer IPA, and Red Rack Ale. Or try our newest beers like Moody Brew or Mosaic Papaya Pale Ale, most of which are available for purchase in our gift shop or on tap. With 40 unique rooms and suites and a location central to many of the area's favorite family-friendly attractions, the Woodstock Inn Brewery is the perfect base camp for weddings, events, and your family's next White Mountains adventure. Visit WoodstockinnNH.com. Woodstock Inn Brewery, powered by New Hampshire.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. Gatorade has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats Gatorade.
The way it was is the way it is at Zeb's General Store, the ultimate New England experience. Feel what it was like to be a kid back when candy counters stretched 70 feet long and were filled with chocolate and fudge, penny candy by the pound, and old-time favorites you haven't seen in years. Explore 2 floors of delicious and unique specialty foods, toys, clothing, bath and body, and more. Unique, quality products from cottage-based companies right here in New England. Zeb's General Store is in the center of the community in more ways than one, reinvesting in village beautification and supporting community nonprofits. When you shop at Zeb's, you are a direct link in the vitality of the northern New Hampshire economy and the sustainability of locally grown businesses. Visit the best of today and yesteryear at Zeb's General Store, Main Street, North Conway Village, online at zebs.com.
And welcome back to White Mountains today, and a nice view outside this morning. Oh, it's a view of me. Well, then it's definitely a nice view. I thought we were looking at Conway right now. That's okay. So we're looking at me.
What? Okay, looking outside.
Look at my good side there. There we go. That's a nice view this morning. Now, a lot of times at this point in the program, we get to look at the streets of North Conway. But right now, we get to look at the fields down in Conway, looking right up at Mount Washington. It's very pretty. And you know what? If I were you, I would go down to a place like that and just sit and gaze. But you know what I would have in my hand, Chris Prue? You know what I would have, Hans Bauer?
An umbrella?
No, I would have candy from Zeb's General Store.
Oh, yeah.
That's right, because Zeb's General Store is an old-fashioned general store experience unlike anything else in New England. And in fact, you can check them out right there on Main Street in North Conway, or you can go to Zebs.com and find out more about Zeb's that way, too. So, you know, you get your bag of candy. If it's a really hot day, you might want to avoid some of the chocolates, you know, unless you got a little cooler there. And you go to Zeb's, and then you eat the candy, and you look at the terrific views you have right there. So
I like that idea.
It's a great idea. So Zeb's, and Zeb's, you know, like showing off their pictures there, but we don't have the one of them. But we got that one. It's a nice one. So check it out on Zebs.com. And I got for Father's Day, I got a pound of candy from Zeb's, from my boys. Funny how it was all candy that they liked. Interesting.
Well, I know they're bad for you, but I still get my little candy cigarettes there.
They are candy sticks. They're not candy cigarettes.
Oh, okay.
You're showing your age now. Putting your hand down and they're getting the prize out of the cereal box.
Okay.
So.
Hey, we have events going on.
Yeah, we talked about that before one time about candy cigarettes.
Yep.
So.
Here we go.
Weird taste, but they're good. You know, So starting this week, a great team over at Jen's Friends Cancer Foundation will be launching their 23rd annual Climb Against Cancer, which is a local and now virtual hiking event where 100% of all proceeds benefit cancer victims and survivors in the area. In light of the current health climate, the event will be held virtually, where between July 19th, hey, that's today, and September 19th, participants can open private donation hubs, and as they climb, walk, run, bike, dance, crawl, any kind of movement, anytime and anywhere from Maine to California to Australia. For more information, including how to register, check out the Jen's Friends Facebook page. The Castle in the Clouds in Moultonborough has announced that one of their close-up tours, highlighting the incredible history and architecture of Lucknow, has been moved to a virtual format. Join the Castle in Clouds next Thursday, the 23rd, for this intimate one-hour guided tour where you'll examine the cutting-edge fabric and construction of the castle, as well as its unique arts and crafts design. When you purchase a ticket, you'll be supplied with a Zoom meeting code, good for one computer, that will allow you access to this personal tour. Tickets must be purchased in advance online at castleintheclouds.org or by calling 603-476-5410. And are you looking to get outside in the White Mountains this summer? Well, join REI and Vibram for a virtual workshop where they'll cover what to bring, where to go, and how to make the most of your next adventure. REI's North Conway store team will share some of their favorite destinations, provide the local scoop, and discuss what gear to bring, while their friends at Vibram will provide a review of the importance of footwear for the outdoor adventurer. Questions are encouraged and will be answered throughout the workshop. The last session will be held this Thursday, July 23rd. Registration is required, and your link to the conference can be provided at Hike the White Mountains head-to-toe.splashthat.com. Hike the White Mountains head-to-toe.splashthat.com. Next Sunday, you and those you love can take in the gorgeous wonder that is the Earth's sunrise from the highest peak in the Northeast. The good folks of the Mount Washington Auto Road are offering one of their sunrise drives on Sunday, July 26th, where their experienced tour guides will drive you up the Mount Washington Auto Road for a chance to watch the sunrise from a variety of special vantage points. Please keep in mind that capacity has been limited out of precaution for COVID-19, and cleanliness standards have been raised. It's also worth noting that the road will be open if you wish to drive yourself that day. For more info, including how to register and stay up to date on COVID-19 precautions, head to mountwashington.com. Sunrise. And if there was a bona fide summertime dessert, it sure would be ice cream, sure would. Why not indulge guilt-free this Wednesday, where our friends at Trails End Ice Cream in Intervale will continue their weekly Cone for a Cause. This week, 10% of sales were donated to the Rosie May Animal Alliance. Don't miss out on a great chance not just to treat yourself, but also the community. And maybe say hi to some puppies. Maybe they'll bring some puppies by. While they're there, they'll be there. Rosie May will be there, and they'll be telling you all about the Animal Alliance and all they do, and maybe they'll bring a dog.
Doggies love ice cream.
I think there is going to be live music, too.
You would know.
I would.
I love that photograph. Look at that.
Isn't that a nice, look at that ice cream cone? Look at that.
Yummy, yummy.
And to get more more details on these events, go to our website, whitemountains.tv. And you can find out all sorts of information on whitemountains.tv, both about this fine program that you're watching, but also what's happening on Outside TV and what's happening in the Mount Washington Valley. And you can also win prizes with that. So, and we're going to give you a chance to win prizes very soon, as we're going to give you a chance to
hey, Rob.
Get in the draw. Yes, Chris.
Let's do it now.
Now?
Let's qualify as many people as we can for this prize.
All right.
Because, you know.
All right.
I think what we need more of in the morning, especially on a Sunday morning, is conflict. Is people battling each other, climbing over each other, gouging. Not, it's all virtual, of course, but trying to get this one prize that only a single person can take home.
What are you looking at, Rob?
Well,
are you like streaming some? Are you watching YouTube or something?
No, I'm watching White Mountains TV, and then all of a sudden it started playing the show, but it's like 30 seconds behind, so I was confused. I heard my voice.
So you couldn't even.
I was trying to turn it off, so you wouldn't
attention,
hear it.
Folks. Zuckerberg has you.
That's it.
Pay attention. Okay, we're going to play it.
All right.
Chris is going to show me how it's done.
Here is the question. So we're going to give you a chance to call in and enter and be one of our participants. And if you want anything in the last 30 days, we'll give somebody else to call. But if you registered in the last 30 days for a different prize you didn't win, you can call again.
Looking for a question.
People are calling. Well, they're calling back here.
They're calling.
Are they? All right, but we don't have a question yet.
I'm getting the question ready.
Chris Prue is new fangled. What do you got?
You ready?
Here it comes.
We could post a question on the side of the console.
Music.
Watch and win. It's the place to go. It's watch and win. We'll give you a chance to watch and win here on Watch and Win TV. This view can be found on which nearby somewhat easy to hike mountain? This view can be found on which nearby somewhat easy to hike mountain? Where is it? Where is? Good morning, White Mountains Today. Do you know what that view is from?
Yes, I do. That would be the top of Mount Willard.
Would it be the top of Mount Willard, Han? It is the top of Mount Willard. Wow. Very good there. What are we seeing? Is that the road?
You're looking at the train track on your right, the Conway Scenic kind of track, and then Route, what is that, 302, right, Chris?
Yeah, it's Route 302 through Crawford Notch. You've got, I believe that is...
That's Webster on the left? Is that Webster?
Mount Webster or Jackson? Webster-Jackson?
Yep, and then a big kind of patch on the right there is called Willie's Slide, about a 600 or 700 foot kind of low slanting cliff face there. Good job. Who is on the phone again?
Yeah, who's on the phone this morning?
This is Pat.
Pat, where are you calling from this morning?
Bartlett.
Calling from Bartlett. So, you could just take a drive up the road and take a look at that.
Oh, I've been up there many times.
Yeah, that's a neat picture. That's I've never seen that picture before. That's a nice picture. Did you take that, Hans?
No. You've not been up there before?
No.
Whoa. You should feel ashamed. Yeah,
Let's talk to Pat though. Hi, Pat. What are you going to do today, Pat? What do you got?
Going to the river.
Going to the river. Good day to go to the river.
Secret location.
Oh, a secret location. We are now tracking Pat, and we will find out where he is going. That sounds like fun today, because it is going to be a scorcher. So hang on the phone. We're going to get some more information from you, Pat from Bartlett. And then you are in the running to get the Shovel Handle Pub gift card from Jackson, New Hampshire. So hang on the phone. Pat from Bartlett. Nice job there, Chris. That was quick. I'm very, very impressed by that. All righty. And I guess we'll take a break, and we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
Find adventure at every turn when you take a scenic drive or guided tour on the legendary Mount Washington Auto Road. Due to its remarkable location, weather, and history, the Mount Washington Auto Road is unlike any other driving experience in the eastern United States. As you climb to the highest peak in the Northeast, you'll pass through 4 distinct climate zones and have the opportunity to stop along the way to explore trails and discover scenic vistas. The summit of Mount Washington looms at 6,288 feet and is world famous for its ever-changing weather extremes and stunning panoramic views that can stretch all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. While you're on top, visit the historic summit buildings and learn more about the mountain at the Mount Washington Observatory's interactive Extreme Mount Washington Museum. The Mount Washington Auto Road. Elevate your adventure.
Road trips are still on. Art class is still on. Championships are still on. Concerts are still on. And summer is still on with Coppertone, the most trusted sun protection brand. Coppertone, proven to protect.
No matter what the season, you rely on your home for comfort. That's why people in the White Mountains rely on White Mountain Oil and Propane. They've been here for 3 generations, family-owned and locally operated. And they're the White Mountains energy experts. With Maytag appliances, Weber grills, and System 2000 for efficient heat and nearly endless hot water. Rely on White Mountain Oil and Propane. They're always there for you.
And good morning, welcome back to White Mountains Today. Why don't we take a look around the White Mountains? We were just talking about Mount Willard, which of course is in the White Mountains, and take a look around at some other spots around there. And this is of course brought to us by our friends there, White Mountain Oil and Propane. They've been serving this community for 3 generations. White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you. So let's take a look at some temperatures. Conway is hanging out still at 68 degrees this morning. And actually the same temperature in North Conway as we speak. So 68 degrees right now. And up there on the summit of Mount Washington, well, they're a little bit colder. They're at 55 degrees, but still a warm morning for Mount Washington up there. 65 at the base of Mount Washington and 55 at the summit of Mount Washington, where X marks the spot. So there you go. And taking a look at what our forecast looks like around here, it looks a little bit like this.
5 days.
So today it is definitely going to be a warmer day, up into the 90s, partly sunny. Highs will be hot with highs in the lower 90s, winds 10 to 15, so a little bit of a breeze. Tonight partly cloudy, humid with lows in the upper 60s. Monday partly sunny, warm with highs in the upper 80s. Tuesday mostly sunny, highs in the upper 70s with light and variable winds. Wednesday, chance of showers in the afternoon, highs near 70s, but then Thursday, again, partly sunny, highs in the upper 70s. So that's kind of the forecast for the next few days as we're moving along there. And so as you use this weather with your knowledge, so use the weather for good, can help plan what some of the things you're going to do. And so let's take a look at some events that perhaps you can do during this time. The Weather Vane Theater is proud to announce the 2020 Patchwork Players will present Polka Dots, the Cool Kids musical, which will run throughout the next few weeks. This historically inspired musical reminds us of our individual differences that make us awesome, not outcasts. Polka Dots will play outside to socially distanced crowds at the Weather Vane on Friday, July 24th at 11 a.m., as well as being live streamed from the Weather Vane this Tuesday, July 21st, and next Tuesday, July 28th at 11 a.m. For more information, including how to get tickets, check out the full release on whitemountains.tv. And great news for this community as the Conway Public Library is teaming up with the New Hampshire Food Bank and Camp Huckins to offer free dinner meals to kids. There are no questions asked and no judgments made. Just come by, check in, and head out with a nutritious meal for your children. Pickup times are Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 3:30 to 4:15 p.m., all summer long. For more information, call the Conway Public Library at 603-447-5552. And every July, Midas North Conway donates 10% of every brake job to Jen's Friends Cancer Organization during the Brake for Breasts month. Help fight cancer when you bring your car to Midas North Conway for new brakes and Midas's excellent service. Call 603-356-9404 to set an appointment. And believe it or not, guess whose brakes went during the month of July?
Well, that's scary.
Well, no, they didn't go. I mean, they just, they were making a lot of noise. So I brought it to my friends there at Midas, and they got me in, and they replaced the brakes, the rear brakes.
Well,
and
yeah.
I was like, hey, and 10% is going to go to Jen's Friends, so I was very pleased with that. But just quick service, excellent service, and 10%.
They're a wonderful couple. And
wonderful. I think it's kind of funny that I literally think that for the last 3 years, some Clark car has needed brakes during July, so it works out well for us.
The funny things about cars, they constantly need work and maintenance. And yeah, I will agree with you. The people at Midas in North Conway, Midas may not be the first name you think of when you think local ownership and local operation, but yeah, Kelly and Ron who run that shop, they are fantastic. They are the nicest people in the world. So definitely recommend bringing your business to them, and they are helping our community in not just this way, but they support a lot of local causes.
Oh, they do
area,
a lot.
So.
Yeah, they do a lot. So, and they fix your car, which is really nice because cars need it.
Yep.
Go figure. Hey, did you know that registration is now open for the 2020 Dole 3-miler? Each August since 2014, the Fryeburg New Church Assembly in Fryeburg, Maine, celebrates the passion and achievements of local running legend Reverend Dr. George F. Dole by hosting a 3-mile race in his honor on Fryeburg's Rail Trail. This year's run will be virtual, and the church asks that participants run a total of 3 miles on their own before sharing their results. Registration is open now and can be found along with additional information on whitemountains.tv. And cool news this past week as North Conway has earned a spot in the top 10 small towns for adventure list in the USA Today /10 Best Reader's Choice Awards for the third year in a row. A panel of 11 expert travel journalists partnered with esteemed editors to pick the initial 20 nominees. Then the top 10 winners were determined by a nearly month-long online vote. North Conway placed behind Beaufort, North Carolina, Fayetteville, West Virginia, Ellicottville, New York, never heard of Ellicottville, New York, and Savannah, Illinois. Illinois, not noise. Check out the full release on whitemountains.tv. When people make a lot of sound there in Illinois, then it's Illinois. And to get more details on these events, go to whitemountains.tv.
Say it again.
When they make a lot of sound in Illinois, it's called Illinois. Thank you so much. I'll be here all week. Thank you. So we've done that. So coming up on the program, Great Glen Trails and Mount Washington Auto Road has Nate Harvey. And we're going to chat with Nate Harvey and find out all the things that are happening at the Mount Washington Auto Road and Great Glen Trails from Nate. And I've interviewed Nate. We've had Nate here numerous times What is he like virtual is the question. We will find that out when we watch that interview. Plus, we'll have Watch and Win, and we'll have an observatory report when we return.
Discover North Conway's favorite adventures at Cranmore Mountain Resort. Check out the new beginner-friendly, lift-serviced downhill mountain bike park. Ride the mountain coaster, Soaring Eagle zip line, and giant swing. Enjoy outdoor dining on Zip's deck. Ride the scenic chairlift to the summit for amazing views, ice cream, hiking trails, and Tuckerman Brewery tasting room. Cranmore Mountain Resort. Fun for the whole family. Just 1 mile outside North Conway Village. Visit cranmore.com for tickets and important info.
Parents have a way of imagining the worst, especially when your easily distracted teenager has the car. At Subaru, we're taking on distracted driving with sensors that alert you when your eyes are off the road. The Subaru Forester. The safest Forester ever.
Step back in time, high above New Hampshire Lakes region at Castle in the Clouds. Explore the 1914 mansion. Dine with a view on the terrace of the highly acclaimed Carriage House restaurant. Take a horseback trail ride or discover waterfalls along miles of hiking trails. Enjoy ice cream in the fields and feeding the giant rainbow trout. Some of our operations have changed this season to comply with COVID-19 guidelines. Visit us online for these policies, procedures, and our programs.
Welcome to the Mount Washington Valley, where dining at great independently owned restaurants is part of the attraction. Look for the Valley Originals flag whenever you dine out. It means that restaurant is one of a kind, owner-operated, and has a history of providing great hospitality. Valley Originals are the place to go for flavor and variety. Hungry? Here are some of our favorites.
Head to Deacon Street in North Conway Village for this thick cut of tender pork, char-grilled and finished with a sweet bourbon glaze, paired with a Templeton rye, or fresh salmon blackened in a cast-iron skillet, paired with a French martini. For dessert, a chocolate bag paired with a Maker's Mark Manhattan. Full menu at deaconst.com. Head to McGrath's Tavern Irish Pub and Restaurant for their made-from-scratch chicken cordon bleu. It's a tender breast of chicken stuffed with ham and Swiss cheese, coated in panko breadcrumbs, and topped with a Dijon cream sauce. Located on Route 16302 in North Conway. Stop by Almost There Sports Tavern and Restaurant in Albany for their famous chicken wings, barbecue steak tips, or the Grand Slam Burger, a half pound of Angus beef loaded with toppings, and a side of thin-cut homemade onion rings. Wash it down with a Tuckerman Pale Ale brewed just up the road. The talented staff at Margarita Grill in Glen takes amazing fresh and local ingredients and turns them into these mouth-watering fajitas. Sizzling sautéed onions and peppers, fajita sauce, jack cheese, garden greens, and fire-roasted tomato salsa, wrapped in flour tortillas. Full menu at margaritagrilLNH.com.
To find directions to these and over 20 other Valley Original restaurants, visit thevalleyoriginals.com. Remember, when you see this flag, it means you found one of the Valley's signature dining experiences.
Conway Scenic Railroad's summer season begins Saturday, June 20th, operating daily with trains to Conway boarding 9:30 a.m. and 3 p.m., and trains to Bartlett boarding 12:30 p.m. The Mountaineer train to Crawford Notch resumes operation June 27th, with Tuesday and Saturday trips boarding 11:30 a.m. All trains have social distancing measures in place. Boarding is 1/2 hour prior to departure.
Good morning and welcome back. We're going to go to the summit of Mount Washington and say good morning to Jay. How are you, Jay?
Good morning. How are you? I'm doing well.
I'm doing very well myself, and looks like you're in the clear at the moment up there on the summit of Mount Washington.
Yeah, we are in the clear, although unfortunately those high-level clouds came in much sooner than we had expected, so it kind of blurred our view of the comet, which we were hoping to see.
Well, I've seen some really nice pictures that you guys have posted of the comet. I haven't had a chance to see it yet.
Yeah, especially last shift that Ryan Knapp is on. He took some wonderful photos. They had some really clear nights.
Yeah, that's true.
That was really special to see.
Yeah, that's cool. And so what about today or tonight? What's your forecast for today and tonight up there?
Yeah, so today is going to be much warmer than it was yesterday. Yesterday we had a high of 59. Today we're probably looking at highs in the mid-60s to upper 60s, with dew points in the upper 50s, potentially approaching 60. So for up here, that's pretty warm.
Right.
And that's also pretty humid, but nothing compared to what the valley will experience tonight, that's for sure, or today.
And what about this week up there? Are you kind of looking the same, or hoping to get some change in the weather up there on the summit?
Yeah, so obviously today is going to be pretty warm. Tonight will be warm as well. But there is a cold front moving through. Now it's kind of a weak cold front. So we'll have some cooling temperatures overnight, but the actual frontal passage isn't expected until tomorrow evening. And again, it's kind of a warm front. I mean, it's kind of it's a relatively cool front, we'll call it.
Yeah.
So it will bring some cooler temperatures and some drier air, but Monday, tomorrow is still going to be fairly, warm and humid. Tuesday is looking to be a little cooler, a little drier, as like a high pressure system built in behind that. But then we're looking at another truffle passage to come in with some more weather for midweek.
And now what about us here in the valley? You're saying today is going to be very hot, but that's going to kind of change a little this week, isn't it?
Yep, yeah, that'll change as well. So today, like I said yesterday, today's going to be kind of a shirt sticker. You'll be peeling your clothes off of you.
Yeah.
Today, temperatures are looking to approach 90 degrees, and that's like the ambient air temperature with those dew points approaching 70 degrees. You'll feel like temperature will be much warmer, which is why the National Weather Service has put out a heat advisory for pretty much every area south of the presidentials and even east into Maine. So yeah, it's going to be really warm. Tonight will continue to be really warm, kind of uncomfortable sleeping weather. Tomorrow will also be kind of warm, and then by Monday afternoon, Monday evening, it'll start cooling off again. But even into Tuesday, it's still going to be relatively warm. I would say above average, but not like today.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that sounds good. Well, Jay, thank you so much for chatting with us this morning.
Yeah, no problem. It's always a pleasure.
All right. We will talk to you soon.
All right. Talk to you next weekend.
Take care. So Jay up there on the summit of Mount Washington letting us know what is happening up there. And, of course, you can always go to mountwashington.org and keep track of all these things yourself, too. All right, do we have another Watch and Win question, Han, so we can enter another person to win a gift certificate to the Shovel Handle Pub up in Jackson, and classic architecture and food and drinks and fun up at the Shovel Handle Pub. Someone's going to get a chance to win that today. I would love to see the Shovel Handle Pub, Chris.
End your day in the White Mountains at the Shovel Handle Pub in Jackson. The Shovel Handle serves upscale American pub food in the incredible atmosphere of a restored 1842 post and bean barn. The food is great.
We're going to talk over this ad, Rob, as we watch it.
All right.
Yesterday, when Matt saw he was the director yesterday, when he saw the loaded nachos, he almost fainted from desire.
I can see Matt doing that. He'd be like, I got to go get them nachos. Got to get some nachos.
So, great place to visit up in Jackson, right at the base of Black Mountain, not too far from Jackson Falls and the village of Jackson and everything there is to do up there. It is this when people say, I want to get away, this is the place that I recommend because it is off the beaten path. It is this little, it's a hidden gem, one of those oasis places where, you get there and you're like, I can't believe this exists up here.
Oh, I know. And it just kind of, boom, it's there.
And it's rich in history, and it's just, you don't feel all the hustle and bustle of the North Conway area. It's popular, but yet still relaxed.
Right.
Hey, do we want to verbalize a question on the shovel handle?
You got one, Hans?
I don't know. We could make. Do you want to ask if people, what was the shovel handle? What was it used for?
Okay. Why is it called the Shovel Handle Pub? There you go.
Why
what
not?
was the shovel handle? That's a good question.
Why not? Sure.
All right.
All right.
What was this? And, we could take variations of the correct answer because we know what the shovel handle was. So someone's going to call, because we know if we hear shovel handle and shovel handle pub and shovel handle in Jackson, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Good morning, White Mountains Today. What is the shovel handle?
They use the shovel handle to go up the mountain.
Absolutely.
As it's like a rope tow.
Absolutely. It was a rope tow that they, George, it wasn't George Morton, it was,
Morton.
Was it Morton that did it?
I think it was Morton.
And he cut the shovels, he cut the handles off shovels, cut the blade off it, and then attached the shovel, and you would just grab hold of that handle, and it would pull you up. And that's why it is the shovel handle lift. Who's on the phone this morning?
Leona.
Hi, Leona. How are you today?
Good, thanks. How are you doing, Rob?
Good. What do you have on the plans for today? You going to get outside, do some stuff?
Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of shopping, I think.
Well, there you
Small
go.
business shopping today.
Well, it's a good day for it. Lots of air-conditioned places, so a good day for that. So, Leona, you are now going to be entered into the drawing for the Shovel Handle Pub.
Great, thank you.
All right, hang on the phone there, and we'll get some more information from you. So, the Shovel Handle Pub, Whitney. It was Whitney who did it, of course, not George Morton. And he grabbed hold of the shovel handle and it pulled you up.
Oh, we love history. And maybe, was Morton the ski-mobile?
Morton was the ski-mobile.
Oh,
yes,
okay.
George Morton was the ski-mobile. That's a whole other question in itself.
Well, we are knee-deep in this kind of great history up here.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. So I think they may, if I recall, at the, what's it called? The New England Ski History Museum, right across the street here.
Yeah.
I think they have one of the shovel handles, if I recall.
Sure.
So, neat place to go. Neat place to go. All right, we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.
Okay.
Lost River Gorge in Boulder Caves is one of New Hampshire's greatest natural wonders and an unforgettable adventure. Discover your adventure at LostRiverGorge.com.
For over 3 decades, Joseph's Spaghetti Shed has been serving delicious Italian meals with their famous homemade sauces, meatballs, and fresh breads. Enjoy all your Italian favorites, plus delicious salads and Joseph's incredible 10-inch pizzas. Some say the best in the valley. Joseph's is casual, affordable, and perfect for tired families after a day of White Mountain fun. Call ahead for takeout or grab a frozen meal for later. Joseph's Spaghetti Shed, Route 302 in Glen.
Oh, we love our new home. Neighborhood's great.
Amazing school district. The HOA has been very involved.
These shrubs aren't board approved. You need to break down your cardboard.
Thank you.
Violation. Violation.
I see you've met Cynthia.
At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
And does help us save a bunch of money.
2 inches over regulation.
Thanks, Cynthia.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
You can hide your age behind a statement necklace. Or let your neck make the statement.
Gold Bond Neck and Chest Cream improves texture, increases elasticity. 97% had firmer skin. Gold Bond, Ultimate Lotion, Ultimate Skin.
You've spent the day playing in the White Mountains. What's next? If a delicious treat, relaxing beverage, or patio dinner sound good, here are 3 great ideas. For ice cream, the place to go is Trails End. Trails End Ice Cream has been the Valley's favorite now for years and is known for having the biggest scoops and the friendliest staff. Their hard ice cream is locally made and comes in many flavors. Plus, they have creamy soft serve, mountainous sundaes, and thick shakes. They're open daily at 3 locations, across from the Scenic Vista in Intervale and in North Conway at Settlers Streetside and Settlers Green. For freshly brewed craft beer on a garden patio, go to the Woodstock Inn Brewery. They're one of New Hampshire's original 3 craft breweries and have a varied and delicious menu to go with your pint or tasting flight. Woodstock Inn Brewery is in North Woodstock, 1 mile west of Lincoln. For authentic Italian cuisine served al fresco on a Tuscan-themed patio, go to Vito Marcello's Italian Bistro. Enjoy food from recipes passed down through generations, imported Italian wines, and lavish specialty cocktails in the relaxing twilight. Vito Marcello's is located in North Conway Village. Stay tuned to see more restaurants or browse on demand at whitemountains.tv.
Motorcycle riders love the open road, and Geico loves helping riders get to where they're going. So to help even more, Geico is giving new and current customers a 15% credit on their motorcycle policies with the Geico Give Back. And because we're committed for the long haul, the credit lasts your full policy term. The Geico Give Back, helping riders focus on the road ahead.
Alrighty, you know, if you want to get outdoors, one of the great places to do that is up there at Great Glen Trails and the Mount Washington Auto Road and all that. So Chris sat down with Nate Harvey and found out what's going up there in the notch.
Hi everybody, it's Chris in the North Conway studio, and I am joined remotely for a great interview by... Hi everybody, Chris Prue in the North Conway studios, and I am joined remotely by Nate Harvey of Great Glen Trails and the Mount Washington Auto Road, both up in Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire. Nate, thanks for joining us today, and we're going to talk about ways to cool off. It's summertime, it's hot, and you guys have a few options up there. Let's first talk about Great Glen Trails and a couple of the outdoor activity options you guys have up there.
Yeah, well, I'm chilling right here in the office with no air conditioning.
You're roughing it, man. You're roughing it.
Big time. This is a first world problem. So at Great Glen, which is, 25 minutes from your studio down there near Schuler Park. So it's very close.
Yep.
We're across from the Mount Washington Auto Road. We're all the same company. We've been doing really well with our bike rentals. Good way to get outside with the family, basically. You know, it's as easy as riding a bike, they say. And so is the reservation system, which has been going really well. So we moved to this online reservation system where you can pick the 2 or 4 hour slot that works better for you to be sure that your bikes are set. It's worked really well, and it's a little more COVID friendly because we can kind of meet you outside and you can just breathe the fresh air. And if you do come into the lodge to use the gift shop or restrooms or anything, we just ask folks to wear a mask, of course. Like, why wouldn't you? As that's what our staff is doing. So for the bike rentals, Chris, you can do kids bikes, trailers, adult bikes, cruiser bikes, fat bikes, all that stuff is available ahead of time online. And then the big thing this year has been the pedal assist e-bikes. Have you gotten on one yet?
I haven't, and I've wondered how those work. So they're pedal assist. So do you still, it's not like a moped. Do you still actually need to crank the wheels?
Yeah, so there's one chain ring basically up front, and then a bunch of gears in the back, 8 or 9 gears, and a battery pack built into the frame. And so when you take a pedal stroke, it gives you like more boost basically. And there's 3 or 4 different modes that you can go into depending on how steep the hill is or how much assistance you want.
Wow.
But you can get more trail done faster is really the way it rolls. Most folks will opt for the 2 hour for that.
Wow.
But we do offer it for a 4 hour slot too.
So if you've ever wondered what it would be like to pedal a bike as an Avenger, this is it.
Yes, it's a superhero red too. It's a Rossignol bike, but no, they've been going really well, and it's just kind of a easier way to. It's not cheating at all, which was kind of my initial thought. Like, why would I do that? I come in to do this for a workout, but you can still get a workout for sure.
And let's talk a little bit about your trail system. You guys have acres and acres and kilometers of trails. You mentioned it's as easy as riding a bike, but really how easy that is up to you at Great Glen Trails.
Yeah, the trails were laid out for cross-country skiing originally, and then we quickly figured out it doesn't snow here 12 months out of the year. So we offer trail passes too for folks to bring their own bike and helmet. Well, we rent the helmets too, but if you bring your own bike, it's only $10, and it's a good way to get the family outside and ride on some trails that you wouldn't see, traffic or vehicles on. They're very well maintained. It's a nice map, really nice layout, and the trails flow very well. On Tuesdays, folks are hanging out watching this, and they're around for the whole week or something. On Tuesday afternoons, we close the trails to general public, and we host the Kona race series. So that's a time trial basically on Tuesday afternoons, and come to a marked course. We've got kids that are 5 years old on Striders and people that are racing this faster than you can drive your car. So everything in between. And that's a really fun time. And it's probably one of the only events going on this summer,
Yep. Because it's socially distanced. It's not a mass start. You just show up during a set time period during the day, and you can go out at your own pace, which is exactly what I do. We won't say what that pace is. We enjoy the scenery a little bit. We get a little bit of a sweat going, and then try to maybe better it by a few seconds the next week. So I am going to bring my
socially distance yourself from the.
I'm going to bring my 13-year-old up for sure before this event series is done, because he hasn't had a taste of the full single track experience yet up at Great Glen. We've done a little bit, but I think he's ready for the Outback.
Yeah, it's of that single track lies course.
Yeah, we can show him the scene of Dad's greatest humiliating moments on those backcountry gnarly single track trails. There are quite a few. So let's go from biking up at Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center right at the base of Mount Washington to let's go to the water. You guys can take people on paddling trips at Great Glen.
Yeah, and that might have been the inspiration for the floral piece this afternoon.
Doesn't look like a native species, though.
No, these are not edible. But some of the flowers that are blooming right now are, like the pickerel weed. That was the topic of conversation. Yesterday on our paddling trip, we went north to the Pontook Reservoir on the Androscoggin. We were lucky enough to see a bald eagle, a couple osprey, and loon and a baby loon. So it's nice to see that the loons are off their nest and trying to survive up there in the wilds.
It's quite the bird party.
It was.
So what kind of paddling trips do you guys offer? You take people up north of the Notch to the Androscoggin, and is it family suitable? Is it something for the adventurous? What do you guys do?
Yeah, so we do offer tandem kayaks for families that have kids basically 10 and under. They generally wouldn't last on the trips that we do for the 2.5 hour spread of paddling. So they jump in the front of a tandem and assist parents in paddling. Usually they help, and then we offer a lot of different size individual kayaks. It's super beginner friendly. That's basically our clientele. And folks that just want to get out, relax, and sort of, as the tagline says on the billboard, Chris, closer to nature, away from the crowds. That's our gig. So we keep our group sizes really small. It's typically around 4 to 8 people in each group per guide. Once you get in here, everything's taken care of. We've got the river shoes, the dry bag, the life jacket, all that stuff. Just bring your mask and get ready for some sun.
And the shuttles and everything else. Do people need any prior paddling experience?
Nope. Just a bottle of water and a snack, and we kind of take care of the rest. It's I wouldn't say it's pampered, but it's catered for sure. Like it's a great trip, and I would advise people to head to our TripAdvisor to get some info about it, because all I've been seeing is 5 stars on our guides. They're doing a great job.
And what's the process for signing up for that? Is that something they can do online, or should they call, or are there walk-ons?
Yeah, any questions about like ages of your people in your group and could they handle it? We're absolutely here on the phone, but most people just book online, sign the waiver online, and show up 15 minutes to paddle time. We offer that guided wildlife trip 2 times a day.
Yep.
And so you can do it in the morning or the afternoon. And everybody always wants to know, what's my best chance of seeing a moose? Is it in the morning or the afternoon? And the moose don't care.
No, the moose isn't looking at his watch saying, "Oh, time to make my appearance."
It's 50-50 on that. Obviously, it's generally cooler in the morning, but you got to get up and get out of bed to make that happen because we start at 8.
Yep.
We do offer too, Chris. There's a few of us that do whitewater instruction here, and that's usually a 1-day course. It's much more. It has a much more formatted approach to it as far as getting people safely into some fun whitewater, and that one we definitely need people to be 13 and up.
Okay. Yeah, I imagine there's some more technique involved in whitewater and doing that safety, and you need some more time to educate everybody. That's more instructional than just probably going out and looking for a moose or a bald eagle and enjoying the nice flow of the Androscoggin River.
Yeah, and the other thing on that too is one reason it's a full day is we're at the base of Mount Washington. It's not like we have whitewater running all day out behind the lodge here. We've got to drive to the venue, so that takes a little time too.
Yep, absolutely. Let's talk a little bit about another option for staying cool this summer is some natural air conditioning, and for that you can just head up in elevation.
Yeah, so the Mount Washington Auto Road, right? And generally speaking, if the base temperature down here is 80 degrees, you can almost take off 25 to 30 degrees when you head up to the summit. It's over a 4,000 foot ascent from the base here, and so bring a sweatshirt on most days. Yeah. Even this weekend, I've seen forecasts for close to 90. So imagine it's going to be in the 60s up there.
Yep,
for sure. The other thing, Chris, on the Mount Washington Auto Road, unfortunately, the summit buildings, the observatory, and the state park, they're opening slowly. And actually, the state park, you have to make a reservation to go inside their building now, because they're really concerned with the amount of people in that space.
Yeah.
So I think that's through Reserve America. There's probably a link on the state park website or our website for that. But you can reserve a time slot to go inside the lodge for restrooms and some food. I think they've got a gift shop open in there.
Yep.
And shelter.
So it's a matter of planning. Like most things this summer, there's very few just walk-ons and things of that nature. You got to kind of plan in advance all of your activities this summer. And if you're driving up the Mount Washington Auto Road, just don't expect to have all these options to you open at your convenience at the summit without checking in prior and making reservations. And are there still 2 options for getting up the auto road, drive yourself and guided tours? How's that working this summer?
Yeah, good question. You do not need a reservation to drive yourself. You just roll up to the toll house, cash or credit. They make sure you have a safe car load as far as the weight in your vehicle. Make sure you have a low gear. And then they send you up and you get the bumper sticker. Wahoo, the bumper sticker. I wonder if I have that in my office. Any bumper stickers? I guess not. So then you could do the guided tour, which is in one of our stages with the mask, of course. And the guided tour is pretty good value. It's a 2-hour tour, half hour up. You get a half hour to an hour at the summit and then a half hour back down. Sometimes when the summit buildings aren't open, we stop a couple other spots too and do some walking around and checking out historical sites from the Mount Washington Auto Road. You absolutely have to have a reservation before you get here. We have very limited guided tours this summer.
And that is different from previous summers. Sometimes I know in the past you may have been able to walk on to a guided tour, but not this summer.
I would not plan on it. If you get up here and decide you want to do that and get lucky, good for you. But there won't be many that do. It's a sought after thing, and there's very few this summer.
All right. So we've got mountain biking on these beautiful trails. We've got river trips, paddling up on the Androscoggin River, and we have trips up the Mount Washington Auto Road. And you can access all of those things up in Pinkham Notch What's the best website or phone number to call, Nate, to start these activities?
Yeah, I think an easy one to remember is mountwashingtonautoroad.com, and you can get to both properties through that. The best phone number is 466-2222.
Okay.
Like if you were to wear a lei, you might wear a tutu. Just remember 2222.
Is that a new number?
No, it's just the easiest one to remember because it used to be. Well, I'm not even gonna say what it used to be because it's easy to remember 2222.
Okay.
We've got a lot of phone lines here.
All right, 2222. Just remember what Nate is wearing during the day, and you'll be able to contact them directly.
I do wear skirts often, for whitewater kayaking, so don't take that away from me.
Yes, some people call them kilts, but not Nate. He's all skirt. Oh, those kind of skirts. I see what you're saying. The
gray skirt, yes.
Yes, the whitewater kayak skirt. We've seen you in all sorts of things, Nate, so nothing surprises us anymore, except we know we're going to have a good time. That's one thing you can rely on with Nate Harvey. Nate, have we missed anything?
No. I'm just there's some cool wildflowers going off right now in the water, and if the Saco River is low or it's not your thing, just try us out. I think people will be happy with our kayak trips.
Yeah, no, I think it's different. I've done both Saco and Androscoggin, and the Androscoggin is a different experience. It's a bigger river, wider river, and a little bit more secluded. You're not as inundated with other tubers and paddlers, and the wildlife is definitely more up on the Andros. So that is the place to go for a White Mountain experience for sure.
Don't tell anybody. Oh, wait, we just did. That's right.
Keep it secret. All right, Nate, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll catch you soon.
Chris, hopefully I will. I'll see you next time in person.
All right, you're watching White Mountains TV.
Welcome to the
Itchy skin distracting you? Cortisone 10. Maximum strength itch relief without a prescription. Cortisone 10.
I'm out of clubs.
And try new Cortisone 10 overnight itch relief. Good night itch.
Lost River Gorge in Boulder Caves is one of New Hampshire's greatest natural wonders and an unforgettable adventure. Discover your adventure at LostRiverGorge.com.
End your day in the White Mountains at the Shovel Handle Pub in Jackson. The Shovel Handle serves upscale American pub food in the incredible atmosphere of a restored 1842 post and beam barn. The food is great. Appetizers like loaded nachos, entrees like cedar plank roasted salmon, Maine blueberry and maple barbecue ribs, and Bourbon Street marinated sirloin tips, plus salads, sandwiches, pasta, and more. It's all served by a friendly and accommodating staff. Dine with views of Black Mountain, or relax at the bar with friends as live music plays in the background. The Shovel Handle Pub is one of New England's premier wedding venues. Located on site, Whitney's Inn offers overnight accommodations featuring 27 guest rooms, suites, and cottages, an outdoor heated pool and stocked trout pond. Alpine skiing and cross-country skiing are just outside the door, with hiking, golf, waterfalls, and summer attractions minutes away. Whitney's Inn and the Shovel Handle Pub, Jackson, New Hampshire.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. Gatorade has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Conway Scenic Railroad summer season begins Saturday, June 20th, operating daily with trains to Conway boarding 9:30 a.m. and 3 p.m. and trains to Bartlett boarding 12:30 p.m. The Mountaineer train to Crawford Notch resumes operation June 27, with Tuesday and Saturday trips boarding 11:30 a.m. All trains have social distancing measures in place. Boarding is 1/2 hour prior to departure.
Good morning. Welcome back to White Mountains Today. It's about halfway through the program. Thanks so much for joining us here on this Sunday, July 19th. And hard to believe that we're already at July 19th, but we are. And still plenty of things to do this summer. We've done a lot already, and there's still plenty more to do. And let's take a look at what the weather forecast is to help you plan what you might want to do today, as a matter of fact, of course. And get on out there. Might be a good day to cool off. And there's our view of Conway this morning, and as you can see, it is hazy off in the distance. Visibility is about 10 miles. 74 degrees in Conway right now, but the humidity has dropped significantly since this morning. 76% of the humidity, and winds are calm there in Conway. So we have much warmer weather arriving today, and the heat will peak on Sunday, but then will linger into Monday for some areas. A cold front arriving from the northwest on Monday may provide a few thunderstorms and will eventually bring in some relief from the heat. And we had that this week, where all of a sudden, it was super hot, and then we had rain. There was one day we had rain for about a half hour, and then it was super cool. So I like how that happens. It's cool how that happens. Cool. Get where I'm going now. So the weather forecast for today: partly sunny, highs in the lower 90s. Southwest winds about 10 to 15 miles per hour. Tonight it will be partly cloudy, humid with lows in the upper 60s. Southwest winds 10 to 15 with gusts up to 25. Heat index values in the lower 90s early in the evening. So it will be a warm one today. What did Jay from Mount Washington call the sticky shirt day or something like that?
Sticky day.
Sticky day. Monday, partly sunny, warm with highs in the upper 80s, west winds around 10 miles per hour. On Monday night, mostly clear, lows around 60, west winds around 10, becoming light and variable. And then on Tuesday, looks to be a nice day, mostly sunny, highs in the upper 70s with light and variable winds. And then Wednesday, mostly cloudy, chance of showers in the afternoon, highs will be in the upper 70s, and 50% chance of rain there on Wednesday. So. Alrighty, and up on the summit of Mount Washington, they are going to be mostly in the clear under partly cloudy skies, becoming mostly sunny. Highs will be in the mid-60s with winds 30 to 45. Could get some gusts up to 60 miles per hour later on today.
Okay, they're up.
Of course, that'll make it even a little cooler up there, too. So, speaking of cool, in just a few minutes, Chris Brew had the opportunity to chat with 92-year-old George Dole, Freiburg native who was in the 1954 race in which the first sub-4-minute mile was run, and his memories from that most famous race, plus also details on the upcoming race in his name. We'll find out more information about that. The first race was in 2014, so we've been interviewing George every year since then, and great guy to chat with, so look forward to that. And speaking of the Dole 4-miler and other events, let's check out some events that are happening near you in our event report. I guess I don't have to say that, because if I'm talking about events, then I guess it is an event report. So starting this week, the great team over at Jen's Friends Cancer Foundation will be launching their 23rd annual Climb Against Cancer, a local and now virtual hiking event where 100% of all proceeds benefit cancer victims and survivors in the area. In light of the current health climate, the event is going to be held virtually this year, where between July 19th and September 19th, participants can open private donation hubs, and as a result, they can then put their information about whether they climb, walk, run, bike, dance, crawl, any kind of movement, anywhere and anytime. From Maine to California to Australia, and for more information, including how to register, check out Jen's Friends Facebook page. The Castle in the Clouds in Molten Borough has announced that one of their close-up tours highlighting the incredible history and architecture of Lucknow, has been moved to a virtual format. Join the Castle in the Clouds next Thursday, the 23rd, for this intimate one-hour guided tour where you'll examine the cutting-edge fabric and construction of the castle, as well as its unique arts and crafts design. When you purchase a ticket, you'll be supplied with a Zoom meeting code, which should be good for one computer, that will allow you access to the personal tour. Tickets must be purchased in advance, and you can do that online at castleintheclouds.org. Or you can call them at 603-476-5410. And if you're looking to get outside the White Mountains this summer, join REI and Vibram for a virtual workshop where they'll cover what to bring, where to go, and how to make the most of your next adventure. REI's North Conway store will share some of their favorite destinations, provide the local scoop, and discuss what gear to bring, while their friends at Vibram will provide a review of the importance of footwear for the outdoor adventurer. Questions are encouraged and will be answered throughout the workshop. The last session will be held this Thursday, July 23rd. Registration is required, and your link to the conference can be provided at, ready for this, Hike the White Mountains head-to-toe.splashthat.com. It's quite a mouthful there. I mean, that's a hike in itself from the beginning to the end of that URL. So, and next Sunday, you and your friends, the friends you love, can take in the gorgeous wonder that is Earth's sunrise from the highest peak in the Northeast. The good folks of the Mount Washington Auto Road are offering one of their sunrise drives on Sunday, July 26th, where their experienced tour guides will drive you up to the top of Mount Washington for a chance to watch the sunrise from a variety of special vantage points. Please keep in mind that capacity has been limited out of precaution for COVID-19. And cleanliness standards have been raised. It's also worth noting that the road will be open if you wish to drive yourself. For more info, including how to register and stay up to date on COVID-19 precautions, head to mountwashington.com/sunrise. And if there's a bona fide summertime dessert, it would be ice cream. And why not indulge guilt-free this Wednesday, where our friends at Trails End Ice Cream in Intervale will continue their weekly Cone for a Cause promotion. This week, 10% of all sales are donated to the Rosie May Annual Alliance. Don't miss out on a great chance not just to treat yourself, but also the community. And more details on these events are on our website, whitemountains.tv. Alrighty, let's qualify somebody else for our Watch and Win. We have the Shovel Handle Pub. We got a chance to see that nice little video earlier all about the Shovel Handle Pub. And you, that's right, you too can become a qualifier, and somebody will.
All right, another qualifier. Hey, Rob, I just thought of something.
You did?
Quick trivia for you. 51 years ago today.
Is it your birthday?
You chew on that for a minute while Chris Prue drums up the next question. What do you got there, Chris?
I've got some good questions. I just actually made a couple. Rob, I have an idea. Instead of having the phones ringing off the hook, and why don't we disappoint those people and have this be an internet qualifier?
All right.
So what you do is instead of calling in, go to whitemountains.tv, go to the live stream page, and right below the live stream of this show, there's a button. You click that button, and you can enter the answer. First person to enter the answer wins. So go there right now. We're going to give you a couple of seconds to get ready. There's the URL on your screen, whitemountains.tv. Click on the live stream, and then the button below the live stream of this show. So I'm going to get the question ready.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at the, where people can answer.
You will see it in real time. As people answer, it's going to pop up right in front of you.
I know. I'm looking at it right now on the computer. It's called a computer. All right, so
we're ready with the question.
We're ready with the question. You're going to go onto our website, whitemountains.tv, and then you click, and then you win, basically. You enter.
The question is going to have the phone number on it, but don't call the phone number. Go to the website, whitemountains.tv. Ready?
Phone stop ringing. Which waterfall viewing area is currently closed for trail repair? This was in the paper the other day. Glen Ellis Falls, Arethusa Falls, Lower Falls on the Swift River, and Sabaday Falls. Which one of those is closed for trail repair? Unfortunately. But, once it's fixed, it's going to be super. It's going to be great. A little updating of the trail. Glenelg Falls, Arethusa Falls, Lower Falls on the Swift River, or Sabaday Falls. There's a lot of A's and B's and D's in Sabaday. That's 1, 2, 3 A's, 2 B's, but D's kind of look like B's too. We're going online. Yeah, let's do that. We'll take a break, and then we got a lot more show to talk about. Back in a minute here on White Mountains Today. Don't forget to enter.
Style is about being inspired. At Spruce Hurricane, our style inspiration comes from the natural beauty of our surroundings. The reds and golds of autumn leaves, shining stars glistening in the night, turquoise skies that stretch to eternity. Our collection of merchandise is as diverse as the New England weather. Footwear and outerwear may be inspired by snowdrifts and ski slopes, or by pastures and open fields. Handcrafted jewelry and accessories, leather belts and handbags, sweaters and jeans or boots and jackets, all are combined with color, texture, and artistry to inspire you. Explore your style inspiration at Spruce Hurricane, where the wilderness blends with city sophistication. We are open daily in the heart of North Conway Village. And check us out on Facebook for your daily style inspiration.
Discover North Conway's favorite adventures at Cranmore Mountain Resort. Check out the new beginner-friendly, lift-serviced downhill mountain bike park. Ride the mountain coaster, Soaring Eagle zipline, and giant swing. Enjoy outdoor dining on Zip's deck. Ride the scenic chairlift to the summit for amazing views, ice cream, hiking trails, and Tuckerman Brewery tasting room. Cranmore Mountain Resort, fun for the whole family. Just 1 mile outside North Conway Village. Visit cranmore.com for tickets and important info.
Road trips are still on. Art class is still on. Championships are still on. Concerts are still on. And summer is still on with Coppertone, the most trusted sun protection brand. Coppertone, proven to protect. Road trips are...
Parents have a way of imagining the worst, especially when your easily distracted teenager has the car. At Subaru, we're taking on distracted driving with sensors that alert you when your eyes are off the road. The Subaru Forester, the safest Forester ever.
Find adventure at every turn when you take a scenic drive or guided tour on the legendary Mount Washington Auto Road. Due to its remarkable location, weather, and history, the Mount Washington Auto Road is unlike any other driving experience in the eastern United States. As you climb to the highest peak in the Northeast, you'll pass through 4 distinct climate zones and have the opportunity to stop along the way to explore trails and discover scenic vistas. The summit of Mount Washington looms at 6,288 feet and is world famous for its ever-changing weather extremes and stunning panoramic views that can stretch all the way to the Atlantic Ocean. While you're on top, visit the historic summit buildings and learn more about the mountain at the Mount Washington Observatory's interactive Extreme Mount Washington Museum. The Mount Washington Auto Road. Elevate your adventure.
People want to see Christmas the way they remember it when they were young. This is the magic of the Christmas Loft, a shopping tradition for over 30 years in the White Mountains of New Hampshire, where every day is the Christmas of your memories. Step through our doors and be greeted by enchanted characters. Stroll through the wondrous Christmas village and experience Christmas past in the Mount Washington Valley. The magic leads you into room after room of beautifully decorated Christmas trees, Christmas lights, holiday decor, gifts, and popular collectibles. Explore New England's largest selection of ornaments, over 10,000, including New Hampshire ornaments, and something for every taste, hobby, and pet. You can even get them personalized. Visit the newest edition, Tricks and Treats with candy and ice cream, hot chocolate and gourmet coffee, stocking stuffers, and a spooky Halloween room. Our stores bring people joy. Experience the magic of the Christmas Loft in North Conway and North Woodstock, New Hampshire.
Alrighty, so we did our watch and win question. Can we show the question again? And we're going to tell you what the answer is, because we have a qualifier who qualified. Which waterfall viewing area is currently closed for trail repair? It is the Glen Ellis Falls, letter A. That is the closed for repair, unfortunately. I drove by there the other day, saw the big sign that said closed for repair. But it'll be really nice when that is unclosed for unrepair. So, and Kayla Mitchell was our first answer, and she did it through whitemountains.tv. We have her email address, and she beat out Aaron by 1 second. Sorry, Aaron. So you get a chance to enter again, but Kayla beat you out by 1 second. So, you know, speaking of 1 second and what a difference 1 second can make, why don't we look to the interview here that Chris Prue did with George Dole and talk about 1954 and talk about running that 4-minute mile where 1 second made a big difference.
Hi, everybody. It's Chris in the North Conway studio, and I am joined remotely for a great interview by Lee Dyer, who is with the Freiburg New Church Assembly and is the race registrar of a great event coming up, and also the Reverend Dr. George F. Dole, who is a Freiburg native and the only American to compete in the famous 1954 race in Oxford, in which Roger Bannister broke the 4-minute mile barrier. So we're going to talk a little bit about running history and a great new event. Welcome, and thank you so much for joining us today, albeit remotely. And we'll start with you, George. George, you competed in 1954 in Oxford, England, in what was then, and still is today, one of the most famous races of all time. What are your memories of that race? What makes it so special?
My own memories, I think the simplest thing I can say is that I really was half spectator and half competitor. I had known Chris Chataway, our time at Oxford overlapped by a year. Liked him very much. And I was getting rumors that there were going to be an effort. And when the three of them showed up, the two Chris's and Roger, and with the coach, I said, this is the day. And I was much more interested in what they were doing than in what I was going to do. It was what they call at Oxford, your school's term, the term you prepare for your final exams, which are the only exams you take, and they completely determine your degree. And there be 3 hours a day, 2 days a week, two a day, 3 hours each, 3 days on, 1 day off, and 3 days on, 6 days. And most runners just quit running to get ready for those exams. But I was putting most of my energy on them. I was in the race because I won the Oxford-Cambridge Mile in March, but I really had not been working out terribly hard since then, so I wasn't expecting to do an awful lot, but I was fascinated by what was going on up front.
So it was almost a little bit of luck that you got involved in this race, and it seems like you were starstruck by the presence of these world-class runners who you were going to be running with. Were you nervous running this race? What was your plan? Did you have a sense that this would be the day
that the 4-minute mile barrier would be broken? Because previously no one had been able to run a mile faster than 4 minutes.
Yeah, no, I felt that Roger had a very good chance of doing it, and he had an excellent coach, an excellent team, and I'm sure they had worked very hard toward it and had everything well planned. I felt I had earned the right to be there. I was the college's top miler. They had a better one, but he was injured. So I really deserved to be there, but I was curious as to what I might do, but I didn't have any great investment in doing it.
And so we know that day Roger Bannister did in fact break the 4-minute mile mark. How did you do that day?
I think they didn't time me. I came in 5th out of 6. And the one who came in behind me was Chris Brasher, who had set the pace for the first half mile and another half lap.
Yep.
And afterwards, I think, just went to the outside lane and jogged to finish, because he knew, and everybody knew, that if he did not finish the race, it would not qualify for record, because he would have not have been so obviously not a real competitor.
Right. So,
Yeah.
And Lee, we're joined by George Dole of Freiburg and also Lee Dyer. We're about to talk with Lee about a big event celebrating this race coming up. But George, first, what was the reaction like when Bannister crossed the line and there was a sense that he had broken this long anticipated record?
Well, the dear British, they know how to play the game. I want to tell you, of course, there was a dead silence, and waiting for the announcement. And the announcement came, and the winner, and I think they went through 3 things: setting a new meet record, a new British record, and a new world record in the time of 3, and then everything exploded.
You couldn't hear the rest after that.
Yeah, but they just delayed that 3 as long as they could. Yeah.
Wow, that must have, I'm getting chills just listening to you retell that story. So one of the world's greatest athletic moments, really, as the first human to ever run a mile in under 4 minutes. And that was all the way back in 1954 in Oxford, England. But we still commemorate that race today and celebrate his accomplishments, but also yours, George, in participating in that great race with a fundraising event for the Freiburg New Church Assembly. Lee, why don't you tell us a little bit about this event that's coming up and how people can participate?
Okay. This will be the 7th year we have had the Dole 3-miler, and it's in Freiburg at the rail trail. However, this year it's virtual, like everything else in our world right now. So register, run 3 miles anytime between when you register and August 8th at 9:30. Your totals must be submitted. And if you can find a 3-mile hill, run down that. Whatever, just get that time in. You can walk, you can run, you can jog, you can do it with your dog. And the $20, you will receive a shirt. This year it is red. And everyone receives a prize, a medallion. The first woman and first man will receive $100 from Tracksmith, which is a running, if you're in the running world, you'll know that's the elite running apparel store. And second place men and women will receive a New Balance gift card, and third place, a gift card from a local bookstore, Christian Books.
Very nice.
And our big prize is the 5th place winner. And there have been many people in the past who have run and they know they're not first, and then they will stand back and wait, and they'll count because they want that 5th place. And that is a picture of picture of the race with George and Roger both in the picture running.
Wow.
George has very kindly signed his name away, and you will get a signed, so it's authentic copy of this. And that's the 5th place.
All right.
And
that prize may be more difficult to get this year because you won't know. In previous years, it was you could race against other people and you'd know roughly, where 5th place was. This year it's virtual, so whoever has the 5th best time gets that signed picture.
Yes. And unfortunately, we will not be able to take the picture with George. So we're hoping that whoever wins this year, everyone will come back next year, and it will not be virtual.
We hope not.
We hope not, right.
Hope to get back to normal soon.
Yes.
And this is a fundraiser we should mention for the Freiburg New Church Assembly. It's been going on for a few years now and has become a popular event in Freiburg.
The race or the camp?
Probably both.
Both. Okay. The race, this is our 7th year.
Yep.
And we have about 100 participants. And we are on track for that as well right now. So that's perfect. The camp will be celebrating its 100th birthday next year. So lots of celebration next year. And the camp started, George, you're going to have to help me here. I believe it was George's father or grandfather. Father was one of the original founders of the camp. And it pulled in many people from all over New England and the United States. And it's still, we have many lecturers that come. And this year it's all virtual as well. So,
and what is the camp? What's the purpose and the mission of the camp?
The camp is based on our theology, which is Emanuel Swedenborg, and it's the new church. And it is just to bring presence to our everyday life and to have basically, if you can incorporate heaven on earth, then you've arrived. So that's what we try to accomplish. George could probably tell you more, but
we will. Let's finish with George. But before we let you go, Lee, how do people get involved in this race? How do they sign up?
Go to the Dole 3miler .com. So Dole, DOLE, 3miler.com. You can register through that, and that's it. Everything else is done.
All right. And George, why don't you give us a little bit of the history of this camp? How you are a Freiburg native, right? So you went from Freiburg to Oxford and then brought the whole world back with you to Freiburg, it seems.
Yeah. No, my father was pastor of the Swedenborgian Church in Freiburg, and I was born in the parsonage, and we lived in Freiburg through my 1st grade. At that point, Dad changed churches, moved and took our church in Bath, Maine, and was there, served there, and actually until he died. That's what I pretty much grew up in Bath. My memories of growing up in Freiburg are fairly slim, but once the camp didn't meet at all during World War II, but I think,
correct. That is correct.
Yeah. But so I attended there every year, the assembly, every year, except my 2 years at Oxford. And some of my closest friends wound up being Massachusetts guys who came to the assembly every year. Yeah.
Wow.
One of them, incidentally, just died about 2 years ago, and I was able to say my earliest memory of him was when he kept me out of my inner tube in the Saco River before I had learned to swim.
Oh, gee. Hopefully it was a hot year and the water was a little bit low.
Yeah.
Well, we want to thank you both for joining us. Again, if you want to participate in this great race commemorating one of the most epic athletic accomplishments of all time and one of our own local community members, George Dole's participation in it, you can go to dole3miler.com. Fun race. You can win some great prizes, and you can be a part of local history as we celebrate world history. So I want to thank you so much for joining us, George. Hopefully we'll see you next year for this event.
That's the plan.
And hopefully you'll be running it next year, right? You can work out all this year.
I hope so.
And Lee, thank you so much again for joining us, and good luck with your event.
Welcome to the Mount Washington Valley, where dining at great independently owned restaurants is part of the attraction. Look for the Valley Originals flag whenever you dine out. It means that restaurant is one of a kind, owner-operated, and has a history of providing great hospitality. Valley Originals are the place to go for flavor and variety. Hungry? Here are some of our favorites.
Feast your eyes on the Sicilian sauté at Delaney's. Locally sourced Italian sausage and shrimp, sautéed with local mushrooms, fire-roasted artichokes, and tomatoes. Tossed with their 5-cheese tortellini and a tomato vodka cream sauce, served on a bed of fresh baby spinach. Menu at Delaney's.com. Head to J-Town Deli for these hearty lunch options. Chicken spinach curry veggie soup, Tuscan herb chicken sandwich with fresh tomatoes and melted provolone cheese. Quiche with bacon, roasted red peppers, grilled asparagus, and cheddar provolone cheeses. And lemon meringue, traditional whoopie pie, and an Oreo ball, all made with love. Full menu at jtowndeli.com. Find this delicious offering at the Christmas Farm Inn. Seared scallops with ginger pea and cilantro gremolata, served with roasted candied sweet potatoes. Goes well with wine, a martini, or a specialty cocktail, or a bourbon or whiskey from their pub's extensive selection. Menu at ChristmasFarmInn.com. Spend an evening at Max's at Snow Village Inn for fresh Maine Coast oysters, rack of lamb, or catch of the day. Pair it with a specialty cocktail or a selection from their upscale affordable wine list. Or go for the mouth-watering burger and a local beer. Full menu at SnowVillageInn.com.
To find directions to these and over 20 other Valley Original restaurants, visit TheValleyOriginals.com. Remember, when you see this flag, it means you found one of the Valley's signature dining experiences.
Welcome to Woodstock Inn Brewery, an 11-time Best of New Hampshire winner. It's no wonder so many people come to play and plan to stay. Enjoy the cozy yet adventurous menu of our top-rated restaurant set inside an authentic 1890s train station, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner with indoor and seasonal outdoor dining options, a garden patio, the Dam Bar made from real beaver felled logs, live music, entertainment, and more. Brewery tours are offered daily. Sample our classics like Pig's Ear Brown Ale, 4,000 Footer IPA, and Red Rack Ale. Or try our newest beers like Moody Brew or Mosaic Papaya Pale Ale, most of which are available for purchase in our gift shop or on tap. With 40 unique rooms and suites and a location central to many of the area's favorite family-friendly attractions, the Woodstock Inn Brewery is the perfect base camp for weddings, events, and your family's next White Mountains adventure. Visit WoodstockInnNH.com. Woodstock Inn Brewery, powered by New Hampshire.
The new house is amazing. So much character.
Original crown molding, walk-in closets.
We do have a rat problem. At least Geico makes bundling our home and car insurance easy.
It does help us save.
For bundling made easy, go to geico.com.
King and Queen Tumbledown thought they had found the perfect spot to build their castle. Their bliss, however, was shattered shortly thereafter as strange and eerie things started to occur within the castle walls. It was soon apparent that they were not alone. Come and experience Adventure Suites themed hotel's newest room, the Haunted Castle, the only simulated haunted overnight castle in the world. This 5-level suite can accommodate up to 18 earthly people and is an experience of a lifetime. Visit our website if you dare.
It's Jake from State Farm. Sounds like a really good deal.
Jake from State Farm at 3 in the morning. Who is this?
It's Jake from State Farm.
What are you wearing, Jake from State Farm?
Khakis? Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Welcome back to White Mountains Today. It is about 9:15. Well, actually pretty close to 9:15 here on this Sunday morning. And still plenty of things that we want to talk about today. Let's take a look at the weather forecast. It seems a little more cut and dry than what we had last Sunday. I remember we kind of had a mixed bag of some mixed bag. Who came up with that one? That's a term I don't know. There's our view of Conway. It is still hot and hazy there in Conway and hanging out about 74 degrees in Conway. And, oh, I'm sorry, I just clicked it. It went up to 76 degrees as we were speaking. And you can see what's happening here. And we've got hot and humid conditions. They're expected for today and tomorrow. A cold front will move through the area on Monday. And that may set off a few strong thunderstorms as it arrives near the coast. It'll be a bit cooler, but still warm on Tuesday. The next weather system will bring a chance of showers Wednesday and Thursday with drier weather returning for the end of the week. So that'll be a good thing. We're looking forward to that. Today, partly sunny, highs in the lower 90s, southwest winds 10 to 15. Tonight, it looks to be partly cloudy, humid with lows in the upper 60s, winds 10 to 15, gusts up to 25, heat index values in the lower 90s early in the evening. On Monday, partly sunny, warm with highs in the upper 80s, west winds around 10. And then on Monday night, lows around 60, west winds around 10 in the evening. Then looking out towards Tuesday, we have mostly sunny, highs in the upper 70s with light and variable winds. Wednesday, mostly cloudy, chance of showers in the afternoon, highs in the upper 70s. Chance of rain, 50% there on Wednesday, and kind of a repeat of that on Thursday. All right, and up on the summit of Mount Washington, we're mostly in the clear under partly cloudy skies, becoming mostly sunny. Highs will be in the mid-60s, winds coming out of the west at 30 to 45, with gusts up to 60. And there's a shot from a little bit earlier up there on the summit of Mount Washington. And you can see some nice views, always some nice views from the summit of Mount Washington. And that, of course, is the summit of Wildcat Mountain, taking a look over at Mount Washington. Looks like there's still some snow there in the ravine, pockets of snow. Coming up on the program next weekend, of course, you can enjoy the weather, news and events, watch and win, and some exciting guests that we'll have interviews with, so we will chat with them, and always keeping you up to date on what is going on in the Mount Washington Valley and the White Mountains. So let's take another qualifier. I think this is probably going to be our last qualifier of the morning. And you get a chance to win a gift card to the Shovel Handle Pub. You will join Pat, Leona, and Kayla in the qualification circle, as it were. And you'll have a chance to win. One of these people, one of them, will win today. They'll win today, actually. And then we're going to mail it to you, too. We'll make it even easier. How easy is that? Getting something mailed to you. Right. Go to the mailbox. Hey, look, I got mail. And so we're looking up a watch and win question. What is the northernmost town in Carroll County, New Hampshire? Not in the state. What is the northernmost town in Carroll County, New Hampshire? And give us a call, 356-6619, if you won anything in the last 30 days. Give somebody else a chance to win. And your answer must match our answer, which is not necessarily the correct answer. Good morning, White Mountains Today. What's the northernmost town in Carroll County, New Hampshire?
Is it Hart's location?
Is it Hart's location? No, it is not Hart's location. What is the northernmost town in Carroll County, New Hampshire? I know a lot of people thought Hart's location, but it's not. Now everybody's Googling really quick. They're not calling because they're Googling. Well, what is it then? If it's not Hart's location, what is it going to be? What's the southernmost town in Carroll County? That's another question. Good morning, White Mountains Today. What's the northernmost town in Carroll County?
Is it Errol?
Is it Errol? It is not Errol, because that Errol actually is in Colas County. So when I saw New Hampshire first, I thought that was actually the question. But northernmost town in Carroll County, New Hampshire. Good morning, White Mountains Today. Do you have an answer for us? Hello? Lincoln. Is it Lincoln? No. It is not Lincoln, the northernmost town in Carroll County.
So, of course, Carroll County is basically the Mount Washington Valley, the eastern side of the White Mountains.
Right.
It ends at Mount Washington, basically.
Good morning. Do you have an answer for us?
Hey, is it Pittsburgh?
Is it Pittsburgh? It is not Pittsburgh. It is not Pittsburgh. This is a surprisingly tough question. Good morning. What is the northernmost town in Carroll County, New Hampshire? I'm sorry? Bartlett? Is it Bartlett?
No, but these are good guesses.
Not Bartlett. All good guesses.
These are all in the right territory.
I think you got to go east, don't you? Yes. Yes. So the answer would be to the east of Carroll County. So, in fact, I was there yesterday. Good morning, White Mountains Today.
Is it Chatham?
Is it Chatham, New Hampshire? It is, in fact, Chatham, New Hampshire is the northernmost town in Carroll County. Very good. Very good. Who's on the phone?
Aaron?
Hi, Aaron. Well, look at that. Aaron, you weren't a second late this time, were you?
Yes, we were.
Very good. Aaron, where are you calling from today?
Bartlett?
Calling from Bartlett, not the northernmost town, sorry. And so, Aaron, you're now a qualifier to win a gift certificate to the Shovel Handle Pub.
Excellent.
And Aaron, what do you got planned for today?
I think we're hiking.
Hiking? You're going to go to, what do we say that mountain? Willard. You're going to go to Mount Willard?
We're doing Bootspur.
Bootspur. Nice. She's from Bartlett. Aaron, see, Chris is typing it right now and wants to get all the information correct. So make sure you bring plenty of water, of course, Aaron.
Definitely.
Absolutely. All right, hang on the phone. I'm going to get some more information from you. So Aaron from Bartlett knew that it was Chatham. Interesting question. Interesting question. I would have thought Hart's location, as did the first caller. Hart's location, but no, it wasn't. So
well, the goal is always to match our answer, not necessarily the correct one.
Correct answer. So it could have been Tamworth, but no. All right, we'll be right back, and we're going to draw a winner for Watch and Win.
Over 75 years ago, the Saunders family started White Mountain Oil and Propane to serve this community. White Mountain Oil and Propane was there to deliver range oil, install modern oil heating systems, and introduce new leading-edge appliances. Today, White Mountain Oil and Propane is still run by the Saunders family, and it's the area's premier energy retailer, delivering premium fuel products across northern New Hampshire and western Maine. 3 generations, that's dependability. That's White Mountain Oil and Propane, always there for you.
At the base of Mount Washington, you'll discover the magnificent setting of Great Glen Trails Outdoor Center. Bring your own bike or rent one. Walk or hike on our scenic trail system with amazing views of the Presidential Mountain Range. Enjoy a guided kayak trip along the scenic lakes and rivers of northern New Hampshire with opportunities for wildlife viewing. Relax with breakfast or lunch at the Glenview Cafe and shop for the latest tax-free clothing, outdoor gear, and gifts at Great Glen Outfitters. Visit Great Glen Trails, Pinkham Notch, New Hampshire.
Don't wait for tomorrow. Make the days count. Gatorade has carbs to fuel and electrolytes to help replenish, so you can count on the proven formula. Nothing beats Gatorade.
Step back in time high above New Hampshire Lakes region at Castle in the Clouds. Explore the 1914 mansion. Dine with a view on the terrace of the highly acclaimed Carriage House restaurant. Take a horseback trail ride or discover waterfalls. Along miles of hiking trails, enjoy ice cream in the fields and feeding the giant rainbow trout. Some of our operations have changed this season to comply with COVID-19 guidelines. Visit us online for these policies, procedures, and our programs.
Check out White Mountains TV's North Conway Village live cam any time of day to see a live video feed of North Conway Village. See live conditions, traffic, Mount Washington Valley weather forecast and alerts all in one spot. Go to the website whitemountains.tv and click on live cam. The North Conway Village live cam is presented by Zeb's General Store, an old-fashioned general store experience unlike anything else in New England.
And welcome back to White Mountains Today here on White Mountain TV 16. And we hope that you always keep it tuned right here to TV 16. Always great programming, plus plenty of our stuff that comes in there too. And so you can explore the White Mountains and find out different things that are going on. And of course, every Saturday and Sunday, we are here on White Mountains Today. So hopefully you join us each and every Saturday. You can watch us right here on TV, or you can even stream us live. We had no live streamers today, at least not in our winners. So we had 4 contestants today for Watch and Win. We had Kayla, Pat, Leona, and Aaron, and you can see them all right there. So they all had a chance to win. And Chris rolled the big dice that we have here, and Aaron McKenzie is our winner today. So Aaron, you have a $25 gift certificate to go to the Shovel Handle Pub up there in Jackson. So Aaron, who comes up here on a regular basis and enjoys it, and today is going to go hike. So if you're hiking Bootspur, you might see Aaron. So just as you walk by, go, Aaron, Aaron, are you Aaron? Hi, Aaron. You know, just for fun. And then when you get down at the bottom, they're going to go, excuse me, sir, you want to come with me? We're going to take you away. Aaron, are you Aaron? So it's like a thing from Impractical Jokers.
You have to do it like, what's that musical? Was it West Side Story? Not West Side Story, where they go, Stella!
Stella! It's not a musical, It's Streetcar Named Desire,
Desire,
by
sorry.
Tennessee Williams. But anyway,
just do
Stella!
that. Aaron!
So we're, now everybody who's hiking today, I want you to go up and just go, Aaron! And then Aaron will go, I don't want that prize. I'm never coming back here again. So, well, Aaron, congratulations. You get to go to the Shovel Handle Pub. I think we'll call the Shovel Handle Pub so when she gets there, they'll go, Aaron!
Aaron!
Aaron! All right. So, Chris and Hans, thank you so much for joining this morning and making sure everything was running smoothly. Well, there they are. Look at those dapper gentlemen.
Aaron!
And you can't even see you calling it, Hans, because you're behind the mask.
Yep.
There you go. All right, so you have a great day today, and of course, while you're up here visiting in the Mount Washington Valley, and join us again next time. There's Rob Clark saying, see you next time on White Mountains Today. Aaron!